Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a video. Today we're going to do a set lazy girl method using the McCart full cover tips or nails in the ballerina shape. And if you've never used them before, this is what they look like. The curve is not too extreme and they taper pretty nice at the end. I don't usually need to file them very much at all, just around the cuticle, because my nail beds are a little bit smaller, so I just file them a little bit to fit my nail beds better. But they're nice. They are nice and sturdy, not too thick, not too thin. Perfect for the lazy girl method. Alright, and we'll be using these gold glittery maple leaves on a couple of accent nails. They are so cute, aren't they? I hope everyone is having a good day and ready for the holidays. I myself am staying home, but that doesn't mean I cannot have my nails all done up. So I'm going to be using this gel polish, the one on the far left and then one right next to it, mixing them to make my custom color. So I went ahead and removed the shine from the inside of the nails on the nail bed area where it's going to adhere to my natural nails, as well as a file around the nail bed, as I was telling you earlier, just so they fit my nail bed a little bit better. So what are you all doing for Thanksgiving? You staying in or you're going out? That is the $1,000,000 question, I think. And I will be using the McCart clear polygel on my accent nails because they will be clear only with the glitter maple leaves. So of course McCart is the best clear to go with. I have already prepped my nails, that's why they look all crusty, but they're already dehydrated with alcohol and cleaned up the cuticle area. That's very important always. And I'm using the Gelish Pro Bond, and I will put a few layers of this and just let it air dry. It does not need to be cured. I'm going to go ahead and just put a base coat on all the nails as well and cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. Alright, so I just put a little bit of the polygel, and this is also the clear McCart, that I'm just going to smooth towards the tip of the nail just to get an even layer, and maybe a little bit thinner towards the cuticle so it doesn't squeeze out when you put it on your natural nail. And as you can see, I do have a few bubbles in there. You want to try to get those out. Being that I'm going to put polish on this nail, I'm not too concerned. I just want to perfect it so when I do my clear nails, I don't have bubbles in there. But we're going to go ahead and put it on at the base. Make sure it's sidewall to sidewall and nothing is squeezing out. And then you want to make sure on the underside If you need to smooth that out as well, you can do that with a brush, either a polygel brush that came with your kits or the one that I'm using here. I use this to smooth it as well inside the nail. If you get any of the polygel outside, you can just wipe it clean with some acetone or alcohol. I prefer alcohol, especially if you're using or having a clear nail. The acetone will get it cloudy and it won't look so pretty. So I would suggest alcohol. So here I'm just spreading it out so it's not all built up on my natural nail. And I'm gonna go ahead and cure this in the lamp for 30 seconds. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the middle finger, just so I get a little bit more practice on applying the polygel with no bubbles. So when I do the pointer finger and ring finger, they have no bubbles. So I'm doing the same process here as with the thumb, just spreading the polygel down the nail towards the tip to get an even coat. And as always, a little bit thinner towards the cuticle so you don't have any seeping out. I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch the process, and I'll be back in a few. So I cured in the lamp for 30 seconds, and I do have a tiny little bubble right there, but it's way better than the thumb, so it's getting better. I do see it a little bit on above my natural nail, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my e-file and get that taken care of once they're all done. Alright, and this clip I've seen being used around the nail to hold it in place when you put it in the lamp, but I've actually never used it. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description box in case you're interested or have never seen them before. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the pinky, the last nail that I'll be using polish, just to practice again with the no bubbles. And it looks like we do have one little one there. Again, you want to press it towards the cuticle. Try not to have any excess come out. Clean it around the cuticle if need be. And cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Alright, so I'm starting the clear nail for the pointer finger. I did already put a very thin layer of the clear polygel just so the maple leaves can have something to stick to. And I'm going to go ahead and arrange them up the nail, and then I'll cure them in the lamp for 30 seconds. I did have to bend a few of them towards the top so they sit a little bit more flush inside the nail. Alright, so I did a flash cure on this, about 10 seconds or so, just so they don't move. Now that I put the second layer of thicker polygel to encapsulate them and then adhere it to my natural nail. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the ring finger. The same process we did with the pointer finger. Very thin layer of polygel inside the nail so the maple leaves can have something to stick to. Do a flash cure for about 10 seconds. And then the second layer to encapsulate the maple leaves and adhere it to the natural nail. And cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. So what is your favorite dessert? I'm gonna ask dessert because I am a huge sweets fan. Anything sugary I love. So what is your favorite dessert for Thanksgiving? Mine, I would have to say probably sweet potato casserole with lots of walnuts or pecans. I don't have that anytime during the year, so I'll save that and I can eat it for a week before and after Thanksgiving. It's so good. That not even any polish on there, and they're still dull, but I think they look pretty good. All right, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and get going on the polish for the 3 other nails. Oh yeah, I went ahead and did my right hand as well, so everything is all ready to go for both hands. And I'm gonna use this H07 polish that I showed you earlier in the swatches, and I will be mixing it with this P16 polish, which will be actually the more dominant color. I did swatch the colors earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you again with just the 2 colors and then what they came out when I mixed them. And here they are. After I mix the 2 on the left, the custom color is on the right. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix them on my little heart dish here. We'll put more of the brighter color down first, and then a little bit of the darker one, and mix them all together so they're all mixed and ready to go. I'm gonna put a base coat first so the gel polish has something to adhere to. I cured the nails in the lamp for 30 seconds with the base coat. Now I'm going in with the custom nail color that I made earlier. And I'm going to do 2 coats. It looked okay with the 1 coat, but you can still see through the nail a little bit. And I thought it would look better with 2 coats, so I did that. I cured in the lamp in between each coat. So I'm using the Macart top coat on the 2 accent nails, and then I'm going to use the matte top coat on the rest of the nails. So here we go. It's about to come alive. Are you ready? I just love this part. Look at that. Boom. So shiny, so clear. Love it. I do like to put the top coat underneath as well, especially with these clear nails, so it comes out ultra clear and shiny. I'm in love with this nail. It's so nice and clear. Look at those shimmery leaves. So we're moving to the matte top coat on the 3 orange nails. I debated because they look so nice like this, but I think it would just make the 2 accent nails pop more because they're shiny and with the glitter maple leaves. Once you see the final look, you'll have to leave me your thoughts in the comments below what you think. What do you think? All done. I think they came out great. I just love them. And the matte top coat came out nice as well. I added a little bit of cuticle oil and we are ready to go. But before we go, I want to remind you to make sure and subscribe if you have not already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And just as a preview, my upcoming video, the next one is going to be Christmas themed. I've got some new glitters that came in, as well as other ideas I have cooking in my brain. So these are glitters. We've got iridescent snowflakes, and then we've got some all shapes and colors of Christmas. And this one, it's got stars and hexagons, I think. And then of course the Christmas lights. We can't forget those. Look how cute they are. So make sure and you stay tuned for the next video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be safe and have a happy Thanksgiving. See you next time.